and welcome to this interview with Bartosz Rudziński, our expert in the development of Power Apps for Dynaway Business Central. My name is Alexandra and I'm part of marketing team at Dynaway. And today I have the privilege of delving into the world of Business Central Power Apps and learning from Bartosz about how Power Apps for EAM Business Central can enhance business processes. Our goal is to equip you, the viewers, with a deeper understanding of the Power Platform, Power Apps, and how these tools can optimize business processes and revolutionize your experience with Dynaway Business Central. Hello, Bartosz.
Hello.
Thank you very much for joining us today. We would like to start with a short introduction. So if you could briefly introduce yourself and your role, and also your professional experience with Power Apps for Business Central.
So I am a developer in the Business Central team here at Dynaway, and I have been working with Power Apps for over a year. Since then, I helped develop 3 applications, and I'm currently working on another one.
So you have quite a lot of experience with Power Apps. Were there any challenges that you faced while developing them?
There were a few challenges. One of them was trying to implement the design that was prepared by our UX designer to the letter, because like with every other technology, there are some limitations what we can do in Power Apps easily. So we had to sometimes think a little bit outside of the box and use the available controls in like a more creative way. Another challenge and more crucial one for us was to use only Dataverse virtual tables as our connection to Business Central because of the advantages that it gave us and the users. To achieve that, we had to add and modify some parts of our Business Central extensions and to be able to fully use it in our solution.
Mm-hmm. So it was not an easy way, but for sure it's worth such a great outcome. And I really like how you tackled the design issues by getting creative with Power Apps. Given your experience, maybe we can zoom out a bit and maybe you could explain in your own words what actually Power Platform is and how is it related to Power Apps and Business Central?
So in my understanding, Power Platform provides us with low-code, no-code set of tools that allows us to create applications, automate repetitive tasks, create reports, and even chatbots that can be implemented with our other solutions. With every app included aims to significantly reduce the time that is needed from the idea to ready product, and it encourages the people that don't have strictly technical background to start and make their own solutions, even if they are very easy ones. Any technology in Power Platform realm can be coupled with Business Central to enhance its possibilities and make it even more user-friendly.
Okay, so there is a lot of potential with the Power Apps, and it's nice that you decided to, with your team, and you decided to utilize it and combine it. So what was the main purpose for doing that, for introducing Power Apps with Business Central?
So our main purpose was to use Power Apps, to create Power Apps for users that are constantly on the move and that need those advantages that come with using an application on their mobile device. For example, asset management can provide users with possibility to manage and create asset transfers from the mobile devices, and the maintenance request app provides users with the opportunity to create requests just when they see that something is broken and need fixing.
So usual situations when it would be easier to use Dynaway Power Apps for Business Central instead of Dynaway EAM for Business Central, it would be when the user is not using their computer, just the mobile phone, when the user is outside of the office, maybe
Yes,
on the shop
exactly.
floor, right? Okay. Now we discussed a bit your experience with Power Apps for Business Central and the concept of the Power Platform. You mentioned already a few of the Power Apps that you developed, but maybe we could dive to the specifics. And starting from Asset Management Power App, I would like to ask you if you could provide us with an overview of its main functionalities within Business Central.
The asset management app was created and directed to people that are managing assets day by day, and that need a quick access to the information about the assets. What's more, the application also allows to manage asset transfers and even create new asset transfers. So from the asset management point of view, the users can get the basic information about the asset, how it looks, what is the status, what is the condition. Those two things can be also changed from the application. What's more, the position, the location of the assets can be seen on the map and updated from your mobile device. From the GPS coordinates will be taken from your current position. On the asset transfer end, we can ship and receive already prepared asset transfers. And of course, there's also a possibility to create a new asset transfer.
So what does it mean for the user? What is the actual problem that this app is solving?
The biggest advantage of the app is having a very simple app geared towards this specific process that user can use on his or her mobile device that we are looking for, just by filtering the list of the assets by the number, the name, the location of the asset, or even scanning a barcode of this asset. It can take us straight to the card of this specific asset and the information about it. It's the similar case with the asset transfer, because when we want to create a new asset transfer and we are looking for the asset, the specific asset on our list, we can just scan the barcode, and what's more, it works exactly the same as in our web client. So if the asset has some children, it will be also taken into consideration and added to this newly created asset transfer.
So it really simplifies the process, right? And then the targeted user here, who would be that person?
It will be mostly technicians and people who are managing the assets day by day. So they don't have to waste time to find a laptop or a PC
or to rewrite this data from the paper, right?
Exactly.
To Business Central. Nice. Thank you for this overview. I have some more questions regarding the other two apps, and I would like to start with Maintenance Request Power App. This is the newest Power App for Business Central that you developed. And diving into its functionalities, could you share the main features and capabilities that users can leverage?
Of course. So the maintenance request Power App was developed in mind that we want the employees in the company to have the ability to quickly create a request for the maintenance. So every user who spots that something need fixing can report it via our Power App. The user don't have to know the name of the asset. If he or she knows, it's helpful. It's helpful, but if there's a barcode, it can be scanned and the asset will be automatically chosen from the list. But if there's no barcode on the asset, we can just skip it and provide a description maybe of the location where the asset is located, or the just general overview what is the asset. What's more, we can select the type of the request. For example, what's wrong with the asset? Is it working too loud? Is some cover missing? Or maybe something different is happening with it, something strange. And we can always provide an additional description of the asset. Maintenance request is created. The request goes to the maintenance department, and they can decide what they have to do with it. And via the app, we can, let's say, track what is happening with our asset. We can also write comments, maybe trying to get to know what is happening. And on the other hand, also the maintenance request can provide us with some informations via comments.
So you can stay up to date with the asset's status.
Yes, exactly.
So what would be the main problem here that you are trying to solve by this solution?
I think the main idea was to resolve any situation that needs maintenance as fast as possible. So we don't have to know who is the maintenance team. We don't have to know who to contact. We can just grab our mobile device and create a request and be sure that someone will know about it and will take it into consideration and take care of it.
So it's a big support for the communication flow within the organization, right?
Yes.
You don't have to know these people to contact them like this. And who would be the user then? Would it be anybody from the organization?
Yes, it can be anybody from the organization who has access to Business Central. I think it's the only requirement for this maintenance request Power App.
Great. Yeah, then it's also very helpful that you don't have to know, as you mentioned, you don't have to know the name of the asset. You can just describe it because maybe some people are not that technical. They don't really know where to check the name, so they can just use their own description.
Yeah, and then they can be contacted by the maintenance team for further details.
Yes, the whole organization can create safer workplace. That's amazing. So The last Power App that I would like to discuss today, and the last that is on our list, is the Logout Tagout Power App. And this is the very first Power App for Business Central that has been created. So could you maybe share with us how did you come up with this idea, and what was the inspiration for this Power App?
The idea for the Logout Tagout Power App came up during a review of this functionality. It occurred to us in the team that it can be a perfect scenario for a Power App that people that are usually doing Logout Tagouts are wandering around the manufacturing plant or a factory, and they don't have a time to find a computer to select that they have just logged this lockout point, or they are working on this lockout. So it was like a natural selection of the process that and can be converted to the Power App.
That makes sense. Probably then one of the problems that this app solves is, I can imagine that maintenance employees, before, they didn't register it anywhere because they were just too busy to report it through the computer, through the desktop app. So I can imagine that now it motivates them to actually do it because it's much easier. Yeah, I don't know if you have anything, like any examples regarding that, but that's what I can imagine. And that's also what I heard actually from one of the customers. Last year when I had an interview, they mentioned that there was one project manager and she was implementing Dynaway system, and then she was complaining a lot about workers not using the system because they just didn't want to spend time on it. Yeah. Yes, this is just something that came to my mind.
Yeah, this is exactly the case that we were trying to target with our Power App, to make it as easy as possible and at the same time encourage people to use it and to really take full advantage of the system of the Business Central via this Power App.
Yes, so you already mentioned that with this app you can register lockouts and tagouts. So those are the main capabilities, right? Or is there anything else that this app supports?
When we are creating a lockout from the app, as with the previous apps, we can scan a barcode, this time for a lockout point that has to be logged. We can provide information about the work order that is connected to this lockout to keep track of it. The date of it is automatically filled in, so that's another thing that we don't have to enter manually, and we can provide some additional information in the notes. After we created the lockout, there's also a possibility to print a lockout tag, so we don't have to manually write information on the piece of paper. We can just send the print request to the printer that is located in our facility and collect it. With managing lockouts and tagouts via our app, the employee sees the lockouts and tagouts assigned to him or she, and he can filter it by the lockouts that are ready to be logged and by already logged lockouts. So he get on the first glance, he or she know that what has to be done and at what stage
what
are
is
the lockout
priority?
and tagouts. Yes.
Yeah. So here, one of the benefits for the user would be also to see the status and the priority of this lockout and tagout. Okay, and then again, the user would be, in this case, person responsible for lockouts and tagouts. So usually in the organization, it would be technician, right?
a technician who is working, who is repairing the manufacturing line, the machine, that without locking it, without making sure that it is secured and nothing will happen, that this machine won't start. Just won't start. It would be too dangerous to conduct any repairs.
So again, creating safe working environment with Dynaway, with Power Apps. Now we discussed all of the free Power Apps that you created, and I just have some more questions about information about the practical use. So if somebody is interested in utilizing Power Apps for Dynaway Business Central, how can the potential user get started?
So the first place to start with our Power Apps is App Source, just like with any other Business Central extension from Dynaway. You can find our apps just by looking for Dynaway, and you will see the three of them that we have developed. All of the Power Apps for Dynaway users are free, and the requirement for them to be useful for you, you have to have Dynaway and Business Central license. If you have like the essential or premium licenses for Dynaway and Business Central, you don't have any additional costs for using them. These two licenses cover everything, and you can use the Power Apps. But if your users have like a team member Business Central license or Dynaway Light User license, then you will need additional Power Apps license to be able to use the Power Apps.
And to get this license, you can just contact our Business Central sales person. So I think that's all what we wanted to cover today. So thank you, Bartosz, for providing us with your insights into the development of Power Apps for Dynaway Business Central and for sharing information about their functionalities. And to our viewers, we hope that this interview has been informative and that we encouraged you to explore the possibilities of Power Apps for Dynaway Business Central. Thank you, and hope you will have a great day.